Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Pub Trivia Experience. My name is Chris, and I got to tell you, we have a hell of a show for you tonight. So we've got a really packed house. So before we actually jump into the trivia, let me go ahead and go around the table and introduce everyone and just tell us what you're drinking. And we're going to start to my right with my lovely wife, Leah, and her first drink since having a baby. Woo-hoo! What do you got, babe?
Yeah, I'm Leah. I am drinking a little bit of pineapple juice and some mango rum.
Mango pineapple sounds delicious.
Yeah, it's actually a good combination.
I would drink that all day long, except I don't like rum.
Well, since, we're in Florida and it's almost spring break time, and spring break means that there's a lot more tourists in the area, and I can't get to the beach or anything like that, I can still enjoy a nice beachy drink at nighttime when it's 50 degrees out.
There you go.
Yeah. When there's more tourists, we have to drink more because it's miserable.
Yeah.
Oh, it's that time of year. And to Leah's right and her teammate for the night,
woo,
we have Mr. Jeff Gore.
Hey, it's me. I'm not hosting.
Thank God.
Believe me, I understand. Tonight I've got just a wonderful, nice little glass from my Bourbon Society of Central Florida, full of Buffalo Trace.
Buffalo Trace is getting easier to find in Florida now.
It is, except I could not find any today.
You couldn't find Buffalo Trace, but you found Eagle Rare.
Yeah, right? That's
Right.
a good day.
I'll take Eagle Rare.
Yeah. One bottle each, though.
Limit of one per person.
Every time.
Unless you go to 3 stores.
I literally stood there for 15 minutes trying to figure out how I get more than one.
You go to 3 stores.
Apparently.
I got 3 bottles. All right, and you've met them on the Harry Potter episode. They're back. They are now our 3-time champion. Oh, yeah, he holds up 3 fingers to remind me. Our 3-time champions, we got Tony Bag of Donuts. How you doing, Tony?
Hey, I'm doing good. It's Tony. Tonight, got some wonderful Colonel Taylor small batch.
Colonel Taylor, another Buffalo Trace Distillery product.
Yeah, It's great stuff. And
is
of course,
good.
I got to remind you, I got to be proud of it 3 times in a row.
I've never won 3 times in a row, so this is my damn show, and I've never won 3 times in a row.
I'm like the Kobe.
Oh, God.
R.I.P.
And to my left, we have got no Marissa tonight, which is weird. No Marissa. Marissa is on a cruise.
Yeah, she is keeping her insides in currently on a cruise in the Gulf.
So without Marissa, we have got Tony's lovely wife. Say hello to Megan.
Hello, guys. I'm Megan, and tonight I'm drinking a nice glass of rosé.
Ooh, fancy.
Keeping it classy.
Don't know what that's like.
No. I had wine once in the show, and I drank the entire bottle in like an hour.
That sounds like a good show.
It was a great show.
We should do a wine show.
I do wine shows all the time.
No, I mean, we each just get a bottle of wine.
Okay, I'm in. It might just be you, me, and Marissa. Leah doesn't drink wine. It's all right. So I went to Total Wine again, and I stocked up for my next 4 recordings. But this is a bottle of Rogue 2019's Santa's Private Reserve. It was on clearance at Total Wine. This big-ass bottle was $3 on clearance.
Is it like holiday-ish?
I'm guessing it is
Festive?
a dark ale brewed with candy cap mushrooms.
Ew.
Yeah, your face says it all, by the way.
That sounds gross.
Yeah, I haven't had it yet. Let's just see.
And you hate mushrooms.
Oh, Jeff, try that.
Ooh, yeah, put it in me.
I like it. It's good.
Okay.
It tastes different. It is a dark ale, and it's got a little. I don't taste mushroom, but that's really good.
It's got a little bit of sweetness to it.
It does.
Oh, it says on the back, sweet, bitter, chocolate, malt, roast.
Yeah, I taste the chocolate.
Every single one of those things I get. A little bit bitter, a little bit sweet.
Yeah.
Malty.
So what's with the mushrooms?
I don't know, but for $3, I'm not complaining. It's actually pretty damn good.
Not bad.
So here's how tonight's show is going to go. This is not our usual trivia night. We are taking a page out of the Mike Mott playbook, and I have written a Mike Mott Jeopardy themed game. It is going to be Leah and Jeff versus Tony and Megan. And we have got 6 categories. Your points will range from 100 to 400 points in each category. Winner take all. Whoever has the most points at the end of all 6 categories will win. Are you ready for your category names?
Sure.
Let's do it.
Okay. So keep in mind, this is a Chris written game.
Oh boy.
Geography,
All Marvel.
movies.
Movies, yeah.
Wow. It's like they know me. So instead of just saying we're going to have a movie round, one of your options is going to be, instead of just saying we're going to have a movie round, one of your options will be movie tribonds. What that means for you is I'm going to give you 3 actors, and you have to tell me what movie they were in together. Round number 2 is history. Your third option is going to be geography. Your fourth option is going to be music by lyrics. I will give you the lyrics to a song. You tell me the artist. You do not need to give me the song title, just the artist that sings it. Number 5 is going to be a literature tribond, where I will give you 3 books written by an author, and you tell me what author it was. And rule 6.
I ain't gonna get one of those right all night.
Oh, God. And option number 6, I am calling the dregs of the game.
The what?
Where I'll do well.
These are 4
Everything
trivia
else.
questions that I thought about putting into the game, but could not fit them into a category, so they are in a miscellaneous category.
All right.
What did you say? Dregs?
Dregs.
Never.
Do you
heard
remember
that
them? They're one of those people from Star Wars.
Nope.
No, they're not. Even
They
Tony's like,
could-
no.
They could be
They could, yeah, you don't know. All right.
from planet Dregador. A little bit.
I am holding up a number of fingers under the table on one hand. It is a 1 through 4 option. There is no number 5. I'm going to throw this over to Tony and Megan. All you have to tell me, am I holding up an odd or an even number? And I'm going to show it to Leah first so she knows.
Go for it.
I'm going to go odd.
Even.
It was an even number. So Jeff and Leah, you're going to get started. Pick your category and pick your... I don't know what that number is called.
Point value?
Yes! Pick your category and pick your point value.
So which of those do you feel best about?
I like dregs personally.
Okay.
Let's get rid of the
Or
easy ones
music.
first.
Do you want to do a low number point value or a high number?
I think we should feel it out with a low number.
Okay. So like 100 or like
That's-
200?
Let's go 2.
Okay.
Feeling risky.
We're going to do the miscellaneous dreg category for
Draco?
200. How are we spelling dreg? Is it D-R-E-G-G?
DREGS, dregs.
Oh.
Word of the day, apparently.
We're going dregs for 200, Chris.
Miscellaneous for 200. Here is your question in the category of food. While it has approximately a 60% market share of ketchup in the U.S., what was the first food product produced by Heinz? Okay, talk it out.
What do you think it is?
Well, so I know there's the Heinz 57, which is like a steak sauce, I think. But I feel like, and I could be totally wrong, I feel like they were in the beans before that.
Okay.
But I feel
Like
like,
what kind of beans?
oh, do we have to get that specific?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't either. But I feel like the other would be a safer guess. Because I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea. I like literally heard the question and I was like, yeah, I have no idea.
But I just thought that was more of their legacy product.
And you think beans has what, 60% ketchup? Is that what the question was?
No, so Heinz has a 60% market share. In other words, 60% of the ketchup sold in the U.S. is Heinz ketchup.
Oh.
But what was the first food product they produced?
Oh, okay.
It is not ketchup. If you wrote down ketchup, you are wrong.
Okay.
Well, fortunately, I have not.
No, we did not write down anything. So what would you rather go with beans or would you rather go the Heinz 57?
Well, I'm wondering with his the way that his question is written, if he would lump in Heinz 57 with the condiment ketchup market.
I think so.
I think
It
so
makes
too.
it sound like he's going for something besides that.
Yeah,
So you want to go beans?
I think so.
Yeah, let's go beans.
They have locked in with beans, and beans is incorrect. Tony and Megan, what is your steal?
So we discussed it. And from the time period alone, I want to go with vinegar.
They have locked in with vinegar and no points to start off with. Heinz, the first product they ever produced was actually horseradish sauce.
Oh. Well, our logic was wrong.
Interesting. The 57 comes from 57 spices and varieties of sauces. So it wouldn't have made sense for their 57 to be one of their first sauces.
All right, we're going to pass this over to Tony and Megan. Which category and what point value are you going with?
What are you feeling, Megan?
I'm liking literature.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. So
We'll start low.
I feel like
Definitely
we should
low.
field out 200.
Sure. Literature for 200.
Your literature tribond for 200. I want you to name the author who wrote the 3 books listed. Your books are War and Peace, Anna Karenina, and The Death of Ivan Ilyich.
We're good.
And feel free to talk it out.
The only book title I recognize here is War and Peace.
Okay, so I own War and Peace and Anna Karina.
Why do you not know this?
And, right.
There's extra A's.
I'm sorry.
Too many A's.
I think they're like Russian or something.
Well, that makes sense.
But I cannot remember the guy's name.
They don't know anything about peace.
Yeah.
They do know a lot about war. I'd have to defer to you. I mean, they sit on our bookshelf, but that doesn't
Can you
mean I
throw
look
out
at
some Russian names?
it. Dmitri. I've got nothing. It is.
I can like picture it in my head, but I cannot remember it.
Well, that's not going to help us.
I
on
know.
this.
I know.
Just go with your gut.
There's no good.
You heard it here.
When you put a microphone in front of your face, you get like 20% dumber in case you don't know.
Oh, definitely.
So I'm just going to wait for you to come up with an answer. I'm just going to talk.
I'm going to remember it like halfway through.
Vladislav
Oh, definitely not.
Kerchik. I don't even think Kerchik is Russian. I could be wrong.
Sounds Russian enough.
I'm rushing for this question to be over.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Vladimir.
Just make up an answer. Go. You're doing a great job.
Well, I'm going to stick with Vladimir.
I don't need an answer.
Vladimir Koskowski.
They've locked in with Vladimir Koskowski. That is incorrect. Jeff and Leah, can you steal?
Is it Tolstoy?
It is Leo Tolstoy. Nicely done.
I actually do recognize that now.
Yeah.
And that is 200 points for Jeff and Leah. And it is their turn. So they can take a commanding lead here. Which are we going with?
Let's go music lyrics for 300. Let's do 300.
Ooh, I like your style.
Music and lyrics for
He's
300.
not a music person, so I'm kind of hoping that he knows it.
Yeah, she's totally picking this question for me to fail.
And I know who sings this song. And if you know the lyrics, I apologize. I'm not going to do this song justice. But here we go.
You never do.
Music and lyrics for 300. Just waking up in the morning, gotta thank God. I don't know, but today seems kinda odd. No barking from the dogs, no smog. And Mama cooked a breakfast with no hog.
Can you repeat that?
I can try. Just
here.
waking up in the morning, gotta thank God. I don't know, but today seems kinda odd. No barking from the dogs, no smog. And Mama cooked a breakfast with no hog. And I will tell you, this particular artist, this is one of their bigger songs, and this is literally the opening line. All right, Jeff and Leah, talk it out.
I have no idea.
Well, so I don't either.
Okay, good.
But Chris so masterfully gave us those words that I have a feeling that it is in a rap genre.
Okay.
Could be totally wrong. Probably made that up. But I feel like it's something from the 80s and 90s.
Okay.
So we're trying to narrow this down a bit. And that's where I stopped.
Okay. Because I was like, oh, it sounds like a country artist who's trying to rap in their song.
Okay.
But I was like, who would do that?
Well, that immediately leads me nowhere
Yeah.
because I don't know any of them.
Maybe because it was like hog, right? You're talking about hogs and stuff. That's what made me think country. Yeah, so I don't know. So I just say we just guess something. It's being artists. So pick an artist, a rap artist from the 80s or 90s.
Well, so let's take a second here. I want to point out that he did say group.
Oh.
Artist or group.
Artist or group is
Yes.
what he's now backtracking on.
All of these are band/group/artist.
So it's not a band. It's an artist or group.
And if this is the opening line to a famous song.
I feel like I would have known it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good at famous stuff.
I can tell you it's not Ice Ice Baby.
It is not. It is not.
And that's pretty much where my rap knowledge stops.
Okay.
So,
No, that's solid.
yeah.
I just want to guess like Snoop Dogg or something
Okay.
just out there. I feel like that's not it.
Okay.
But it's a guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, they have locked in with Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Doggy Dog.
It's definitely not one of his most famous songs if it is. So, oh well.
And that is incorrect. Tony, you're smiling at me with a shit-eating grin. What do you think it is?
Oh, I have no idea.
Okay.
No idea. What was the first line again?
Don't you already have your answer written in?
Yeah, I do.
Just waking up in the morning.
All right.
Gotta thank God.
That's all I heard, and then the only thing I could think about after that was Friday by Rebecca Black.
No points for anybody. Leah was somewhat close.
Was it a country person who was
No.
rapping? Oh.
You were closer with something else. It is Ice
Ice
Cube.
Cube.
It was a good day.
I
Oh,
almost
Ice
guessed him too.
Cube.
You said Ice Ice Baby, and I'm like, I couldn't get the lyric from Pretty Fly
so
for a
bad.
White Guy out of my head. They didn't have Ice Cube, so they bought Vanilla Ice. You're so close, babe.
I almost went with that too.
No points.
No points. Want.
I have apparently never listened to that song with the intent of listening to the lyrics.
It's a great song.
I've enjoyed it the majority of my life.
Didn't know the lyrics.
Nope.
All
Apparently
right. Megan and Tony, what are we going with?
This is yours.
not. Well, I feel like somebody has to do it, so I kind of want to go movie.
All right.
Do we go big or go home?
Well,
You're gonna have to
definitely
do
going
both.
home.
All right, so we're gonna go 200 for movies.
Couch is available.
Movies for 200. This is a movie tri-bond. Name the movie that featured the following three actors or actresses: Harrison Ford, Kate Blanchett, and John Hurt. This is one of those where I was sitting there thinking like I wrote an easy game, and I'm suddenly realizing it may not be that easy.
No, you wrote a game for Chris. Chris is not playing this game. Yeah, no, I think that's right.
All right, Tony and Megan, talk it out.
All right, so Harrison, big boy in the room. Plenty of movies to go based off of. I can think of one that he's in with John Hurt, which is the one you have. Which is you can talk.
What are you talking about? Harrison Ford is in Indiana Jones with John Hurt.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So I can recall Kate Blanchett maybe being in it
See, that's the one I can't.
as the woman. I don't know who the woman actually is, but I feel like it could be her.
I feel like Indiana Jones is also a little too easy of a guess for the. Did I say 200? I did.
Yes,
Do we have to be super specific? Is the question because if we say Indiana Jones,
I could not tell you which
Yeah.
movie.
I
If it
will
is.
say right or wrong, if you say Indiana Jones, I'm going to need more information.
okay.
I can only name one. If it is even Indiana Jones.
See, the only thing I can remember John Hurt in is Snowpiercer at the moment.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Is he the old guy?
Yes, he's the old guy on the train.
Oh, I was trying to picture John Hurt.
Yes. Yeah.
Ed Harris is the other old guy on that train, too. Just keep.
When you
If
finally
Harrison
see
Ford had
nothing.
been in that movie, that would have been
You still would have been missing Kate Blanchett.
yeah.
Hey, they can guess whatever they want to guess.
So, what are the 4 Indiana Jones movies?
I
'Cause
can
it's
only
not the latest one.
remember like Crystal Skull or something.
Yeah, Indiana Jones.
Is that the newest one?
The Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Oh, that's one.
Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull. Indiana Jones and the Ark of the Covenant. Kate Blanchett is not that old. Actually, she is. She doesn't look old. I'm going to go Ark of the Covenant.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, locking
Sounds
in
good.
Ark of the Covenant.
You've locked in Ark of the Covenant?
Yeah.
That is incorrect. Leah, what did you and Jeff say?
We wrote down Indiana Jones, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Yes, we did.
And points for Leah and Jeff. It is Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
yeah.
That was one that you guys mentioned.
I was so happy.
Yeah, I didn't think it was the newest one that Kate Blanchett was in.
Isn't that the one with Shia
She's the
LaBeouf?
antagonist, the main
Is she?
antagonist, yeah.
I've watched that movie once.
I will never watch it. I
Saw
tried
the
to watch it
giant
again.
ants and the
Oh, it's so good.
300-yard
You guys should
toss
watch
in
it.
a lead fridge and said, nope, never again.
Oh, you should watch it. It's really good. We watched it a couple months ago.
Go to hell. You go to hell.
How do you like that movie, but you hate on so
But
many
did you
other?
watch it
He
with your
hated
kids?
Endgame, loves
Yeah,
Crystal
we
Skull.
did.
Yeah.
You, my friend, are what we call in the business world a dick.
Kids' movies are different than real
Well.
life movies.
I get called that a lot, so
All right, no points there. And it's back to
Wait.
Leah and Jeff.
Didn't we get points?
They stole.
where were the points?
Yes, points to Leah and Jeff.
He was so mad that I told him I liked that movie. That movie's fine. It's not as bad as people say, but
It
it's
is
not,
as bad
it's
as
not
people
good.
say.
It's,
Temple of Doom is not as bad as people say.
they say that's bad.
Crystal Skull is Temple of Doom is not a great movie. Crystal
Why does
Skull is
everyone gotta hate on
objectively
Indiana
terrible.
Jones? I will watch every Indiana Jones.
Oh, I love the
anytime.
other 3.
I will too. It's the best
Anytime
trilogy ever
ever.
made.
It's a quadrilogy.
It's the best
Be
trilogy ever
called a
made.
cycle.
It's so fun.
No. Okay, your turn. Pick a category.
Your turn
numbnuts.
to pick one.
I'm gonna pick one. So good right now. I'm gonna pick. Well, we haven't been good at picking our own. We're only good.
Yeah, I know.
So,
We're good at picking their categories.
I was gonna say, what have they been picking? Let's go lit 300. Put one on you. Although I would have got the last one. Probably the only lit.
Literature for 300. Name the author who wrote the following 3 books: A Farewell to Arms, For Whom the Bell Tolls, and The Sun Also Rises. All right, Jeff and Leah, talk it out.
Do you know it?
You got this one, right?
No.
Ah, damn it.
I was thinking.
So I'm so mad because we definitely just talked about For Whom the Bell Tolls in some trivia somewhere.
So, like, I'm just thinking famous literature people. So, like, Hemingway? Not Hemingway? J.D.
Maybe get the
Salinger?
list again.
Okay, your books are
Don't need headphones.
A Farewell to Arms, For Whom the Bell Tolls, The Sun Also Rises.
Yeah, The Sun Also Rises one is the one that's killing me. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like that name should come in my head.
Oh, really? That's the only one I don't recognize.
So I was just, like, trying to think of who are some famous authors. Okay, so who are some other big artists? Or not artists, authors?
Sun Tzu. That's the only guy I know.
Okay.
Dickens.
Dickens. I don't think that's right.
There's also
I was, like, trying to go through the alphabet, and I'm like, okay.
you have an alphabet's worth of artists?
Well, I'm just thinking, I'm like, last name A. Is
I should
anyone
definitely
famous
read more.
yeah.
What about Worthington?
Worthington? Do you know a first name for Worthington?
I
or is that
don't.
Just, okay.
No, I just said a name.
Okay. We can go Worthington.
I think it's Jeopardy rules, though.
What does that mean?
I think I made that up. Well, Salinger. What books do you know from them? Or are you
No,
just naming?
no, I'm just naming people.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I don't know.
I really hate this because I've definitely heard of 2 of those books. I do not know who wrote them.
Sun also rises. I feel like that was something they taught us in school.
Yeah, they're definitely. I mean, they're all older books for sure.
I don't know. And I don't think I'm going to get there.
I'm going to need an answer.
Cool.
I'm trying to force
Give
rules.
your own damn answer. I don't know. What's a good author name we could throw out there?
I don't know.
Let's go
Those
with
are the authors that I came up with.
Salinger.
Salinger.
Yeah,
They've locked in with, I'm assuming, J.D. Salinger.
that's correct. It's
Sure.
definitely what we meant.
Yep.
And that is incorrect. Tony, Megan, do you have a guess?
We have a guess.
What's your guess?
For some reason, the name Alexander stuck in my head, so I went with the only Alexander that I knew, which is Dumas. But then I remembered while they were talking that he wrote The Count of Monte Cristo and not these 3 books. So we unfortunately locked in with Alexander Dumas.
No points for anybody. If I had said The Old Man in the Sea, would that have helped?
Oh,
It was Ernest Hemingway.
it is Hemingway. Yeah.
Oh, if I
I
had
would
just
not
said,
remember.
I don't know, let's go with Hemingway, we could have had it.
You did say it too
It's
at
in
some
our
point.
list.
Yeah.
It's on the list. Leah said it.
Rats.
All right. Tony, Megan, what are we going with?
Your choice this
It
time.
was fun to steal, okay?
Let's not do that. Let's get this right.
The only way we're getting points.
I'm just gonna go geography for 200.
Let's do it.
Geography for 200. In 1956, Australia hosted its first Olympic Games. What city was the host? All right, Tony, Megan, talk it out.
All right. So, Olympics were in Sydney. That was more recently.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they've been places twice, though.
Sydney, though?
I have no idea.
There's Melbourne.
These are the only 2 I can think of.
Those are literally the only 2 Australian cities I can think of.
So,
Sorry, Australian listeners.
Yeah. Haven't been.
Also,
We have listeners in Australia. Sorry, guys.
Very much apologize.
Although, to be fair, you guys export Fosters to us, so you really owe us an apology.
that's true. You should pay us to drink that.
I'm still not going to drink it.
I mean, they probably have Bud Light, though. So.
I'm sure they have Natty Light over there, and they watch Mike Mott chug that, and they're like, oh, I feel bad for him.
Is that what you call a chug?
Oh, that was bad.
It's very slow.
He can't chug.
That was
Back to trivia, though.
slow, sad drink.
I say we just eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
On Sydney or Melbourne, there's not a single other city
I
you can
can't
think of.
a single other one.
Ooh, I can think of others.
You wanna share?
I don't.
Well, then keep it to yourself.
Okay. Just telling you, I could think of some more.
Well, you're special.
You should think of more.
If I could, I would.
I bet you could.
Oh, my Lord.
So,
Sydney.
all right, Sydney.
They have
Sydney,
locked in
Oscar.
with Sydney, and that is incorrect. Jeff and Leah, can you steal?
We said Melbourne.
We did go with Melbourne, if you're
That's
Australian.
what we circled. We did Sydney, Melbourne, and then Perth, question mark. So out of the 3 of them, we circled Melbourne.
I think there's also Brisbane. It could have been.
Yeah.
maybe.
Queensland?
Queensland
Yeah.
is a territory. It's one.
Yeah,
It's not a
city.
territory. It's
Oh, it's not a
their
city.
version of states.
Ugh.
But the correct answer is Melbourne.
Yeah.
Melbourne.
I don't know why you let me choose.
I love you guys picking questions.
He lets me choose, and I never get it right.
Good
Was
job,
that 300 too?
That was a 300. No, that was a 200
was
pointer.
200.
Oh, that was 200. We really like 200. Oh, the last
Doing
one was
good,
300.
Tony.
Hey.
So far,
Comebacks.
my score that I have is 600-0.
Yep.
Yep, sounds about right.
All right, Jeff and Leah, it's your turn.
See,
Jeff and Leah, it's your turn.
sorry. The only thing that I hate about this is they're really good at the end of the game.
We really are.
Oh.
Yeah. So
But
we.
there's no wager or anything.
It doesn't
That's
matter. We
true.
always come strong in the second half of the game for some reason.
That's true.
So
You should have gotten rid of the big point
That's
questions
what I'm
early
thinking.
then.
So should
Yeah.
we go for some bigger ones? or no?
Or should we just like start knocking out the little ones and build up our lead?
Oh, we could do that. So let's pick a 100. Which one do you feel better at doing a 100?
Well, what have they picked? Let's. You want to go Geo?
Yeah, we'll do geography
100?
for 100.
Yeah.
Geography for 100. Jeff and Leah, here's your question. In 2015, the United States officially changed the name of the tallest mountain in North America to Denali. Denali means mountain in the native language of the Kuyukan, the Alaskan native people that live north of the mountain. What was the mountain named prior to being called Denali? All right. And Leah, what did you all say?
I'm fairly certain it's Mount McKinley.
And for the first time, we have the correct answer right off the bat. It is, in fact, Mount McKinley.
Because I remember when they changed it to Denali because it's a Twilight thing. That like the Denali, I think the Denali like vampires are like from that area in Alaska.
Yeah, that's not why I knew it, but
I can't take
sure.
Not only can I not take you seriously anymore, I want my ring back.
I remember. Well, I don't even know where your ring is now because my fingers swelled up when I was pregnant. But yeah, so that's why I said that because I think growing up I always knew Mount McKinley is the highest mountain in the United States, and then after I read Twilight, that's when I realized that they changed it to Denali.
What is going on outside? Let's say the fourth ambulance that drove by.
There's probably an accident down at that intersection.
That makes sense. All right. By the way, just kill me. I usually kill bourbon bottles. I'm used to it.
I'm so upset because I had the wrong answer, but I was like on the exact right track.
What did you have?
Yeah,
I had
where's your
Washington. Because I knew it was named after a president of the United States. And then when we moved to be more inclusive in our history, we changed it to an Aborigine name.
Yes. All right, Tony, Megan, what are we going with?
I've got a scrape to try to get some points. I feel like we need to go to the dregs.
I didn't realize we were picking a question.
He did just say it is our turn to pick a question. Dregs for 100, just to try to get something on the
Yeah.
board. Dregs for 100.
All right, Tony, what category and point value are you going for?
We are going for dregs of the game for 100.
Well, I hope you're sports fans.
Woo!
I actually am.
Here is your 100-point question. Let's see if you can get on the board. MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred and Stu Sternberger, the owner of the Tampa Bay Rays, are lobbying for the Rays to split time between Tampa Bay and what other city? Go ahead and talk it out.
All right, so it's in Canada. Is it Montreal?
Pretty sure. I wrote down Montreal and Ontario. Wait, nope, that's not the right thing.
Ontario is a...
Toronto is what I meant.
Toronto has a team.
I know. That's why I was like,
Not
I don't
Toronto,
think
it's
that.
Montreal.
You think it's Montreal?
Pretty sure it's
Are
Montreal.
we even sure it's Canada?
Yes,
Okay.
I am positive it's Canada. It's because they had a team, it failed. It's Montreal. Okay. Locking in with Montreal.
And Montreal is correct. 100 points. They're finally on the board.
That is literally the only thing you could have asked me about baseball that I would have known. When I said I'm a sports fan, it's like every sport but that one.
Oh, baseball's like my favorite sport.
I'm sorry, I
He's
just...
his favorite sports are all the non-best ones.
Curling,
No.
Whoa.
lacrosse.
Curling is actually...
Don't hate on curling.
I am from upstate New York, where lacrosse is from.
You know what else is in upstate New York? The freaking Baseball Hall of Fame. Well, yeah.
No, that's just New York
And
City.
it's really
There's
close
no
to
criminals.
Canada.
No, they put them upstate New York when they get them
No,
out
they
of New York
don't.
City.
Not where I'm from.
Okay.
They're still on the border of the city. It's still like 3 hours away from where I am.
Fine. Get your
Jeff?
100 points.
Jeff and Leah, you're up.
Let's see. Where are we at? Oh, it's your turn.
Let's do history for 100. Because we haven't done history yet. I don't
We
think.
haven't.
Here is your history question, and I hope you went to high school.
Ooh,
I didn't.
that.
I vividly remember this from high school. That's the only reason I wrote this question.
I did not go often. Sorry, teachers.
Thank you to, what was his name? Oh, man.
Hashtag just
Is he still at school?
Good afternoon.
Mazer,
Oh, my God.
Rocktoff,
Robin
Wasn't-
Williams.
Definitely wasn't Rocktoff. What was his name?
Spinato.
Was not. No, he's gone. He's not there anymore. Okay, I forget his name. I'm sorry, but you were awesome. He was actually a phenomenal teacher. Here is your History 100 question. We all know John Wilkes Booth as the person who assassinated President Lincoln, but what was his job prior to the assassination? What was his career? Jeff and Leah, talk it out.
Well, Jeff came up with a really good answer.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he was an actor. And therefore I have nothing else to add other than the fact that he was an actor.
And I do think, like, people said that he, like, afterwards, like, shouted something in the theater.
Yeah,
something.
Sic Semper Tyrannis.
Yep.
Yeah.
I know my shit.
Yeah.
You do.
That's
yeah.
about all I know is 100 points worth.
And you're 100 points richer, my friend, because that is the correct answer. Him and his brother, his family was an acting family.
They
from
worked
Maryland.
at the theater.
His whole family was?
I don't believe so.
He worked at that theater. I thought
He worked
Yeah.
at that theater. That's how he got in.
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking his whole family.
That's like
was
how I
in the
remembered it.
audience.
Is like he had a reason to be there in their eyes, so nobody questioned it.
Cool.
All right, Tony, Megan, what is your choice?
Your turn to pick. Feel what you're comfortable with and go for it. Apparently, we know some things about history.
I'm not comfortable with anything. Let's
Hey, you got Montreal. Or well, you got
you wanna
Canada.
do another movie one?
Let's do it.
You wanna go big?
Let's
or
go
4?
Let's do it.
You wanna do
Let's do that,
400?
some catching up.
We do have some catching up
We're
to
gonna
do. Let's
movies.
do movies for 400.
Okay, I'm sorry in advance.
Oh, God. Oh,
This is the only one Chris would get.
Name the movie with the following 3 actors. Your actors are Nicolas Cage, Jessica Biel, and Julianne Moore. Yeah. All right, talk it out. Tony and Megan.
okay. So I don't think I've ever seen a movie where Nick Cage is not the lead besides a Disney movie. Or I don't even know if it was Disney, but The Sorcerer's Apprentice or whatever it was.
Oh, the only thing I can think of is National Treasure.
Well, I at least was thinking of War Dogs, and I can't remember if either of the 2 actresses are in it. Because
Is
it
that-
seems like something obscure enough. Are you thinking about the one with Jonah Hill and...
No, he's thinking of Wild Hogs.
Yeah, I love Tim Allen.
Nicolas Cage is in like a lot.
He's in
of
so
movies.
much.
Isn't that where he's the weapon stealer?
Yes.
Yeah, no, that was a good movie.
Yeah.
That's the one with
It's-
Jared Leto, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that movie's phenomenal.
Yeah.
That actually is
Lord
like
of
one of
War.
his...
Lord of
Lord of War.
It's not Lord of War.
I know it's not.
Okay.
It's not Lord of War.
It's a good movie, though.
It's a phenomenal movie.
I feel like it
Maybe I'll watch that tonight.
could be Ghost Rider.
He is in that movie.
Yeah, and he has a love interest who leaves him.
Sounds like solid
It's like
reasoning.
literally half of his, like,
Everybody in his life.
pretty much. It's like literally half of his motivation in that movie.
I have not seen many movies created.
I also feel like it could be the second one because that's even more obscure.
There was 2 Ghost Riders?
There were. There were 2 Ghost
I
Riders.
promise you, I've seen 0.
Dude, you're better off. Do you have a guess?
My only guess is National Treasure.
Oh, it's not National Treasure.
Solid movie, though.
I'm going to go with Ghost Rider 2.
They have locked in with Ghost Rider 2. I'm assuming you mean Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance.
Yeah, I don't ever care about that second part of the title.
So you're incorrect, but I will tell you you were damn close to being being right had I put what I originally had written down. I originally did have Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance, but I could not find a third actor to put on the list that anyone would have heard of. So no, you're incorrect. Jeff and Leah, what did you say?
Well, the correct answer that we came up with was Gone in 60 Seconds.
Well, as you know,
That's Angelina Jolie, not Jessica Biel.
that is not right either. So this is a movie I somehow saw in theaters. It is a movie where Nicolas Cage plays a magician who can see the future, who is being tracked down by the U.S. government to stop a nuclear terrorist attack. It is a movie called Next. It is as bad as it sounds.
All of his movies just sound like they're on crack.
But I wanted a 400-point question. I wanted something that was really tough to get. So
You found one.
I did.
Nailed it. Proud of you.
I think you would have to be a massive Nicolas Cage fan to even know that movie exists.
They're out there.
No, never heard of
Oh,
it.
I know they're out there.
I would first off, Nicolas Cage. Give him credit. The guy goes big every time.
I will give him credit for half of his movies. The other half, I think he needs to learn how to say no.
Well, he would, except he needs that money.
You're right.
The U.S. government dictates he needs that money.
You are right.
All right, Jeff and Leah, what are you going with?
Your turn to pick.
Okay. Let's go. What's another 100 that's left that we could grab? Geo Dregs. You want to go history, music?
Yeah, let's do music.
Music 100?
You're going with music for 100. Here are your music lyrics. All I need is the singer or artist or band that performs the following song.
Which one was that?
This is music for 100.
Which one did we need?
Singer, artist, or band.
Ah, okay.
Here are your lyrics.
I can't wait.
Einstein, James Dean, Brooklyn's got a winning team. Davy Crockett, Peter Pan, Elvis Presley, Disneyland, Bardo, Budapest, Alabama, Khrushchev, Princess Grace, Peyton Place, Trouble in the Suez. How confident do you feel in your answer?
Very.
Go ahead and say it.
Billy Joel.
And what's the song?
We didn't start the fire.
didn't start the fire.
It was always burning since the world was
I really
turning.
wasn't sure if that's who's singing.
So I want to
yeah.
give a little background on why I didn't recognize this. I have blocked a majority of Billy Joel's music out of my mind.
Is it because you only wanted to listen to Tupac?
No. It is because in my 10th grade year, somebody decided it would be a great idea to build a band marching show around Billy Joel's music.
Oh, that sounds awesome. I would go see that now.
You were saying that, and the show was great.
How many times did you play Piano Man, though?
I shit you not, at least 500 times.
Oh, yeah, I
about
wouldn't.
right.
No, I'd be done with Billy Joel.
Yeah. Blocked him out of my head. Like, as soon, like, it was stirring in my head somewhere, and then it just hit a brick wall.
Yeah.
That's like,
Unfortunately, yeah, it happens.
Who did Mr. Roboto? Styx. So we did a Styx show.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
Same thing. Like,
Just a solid brick wall
can't
around
do
that.
it. Yeah.
All right. So, a score update. It is 900 to 100. Jeff and Leah have the lead.
I thought we had 200.
No, we have 100.
Why?
I'm glad you thought that.
Because you only got one question right, and it was a 100-point question.
It was 100 Montreal.
We also got actor right for John Wilkes Booth.
Yeah, but that was their question.
We didn't get that question.
Well, we talked about the beginning.
No.
I thought we both were able to get points for each question.
No.
No, we have to answer.
Someone told me yes. So
Well,
I literally
we
asked a
should
clarifying
definitely
question
fire
and no
them.
one told me that.
I think it
Okay.
was you, Jeff.
Tony and Megan, it's your turn.
Tony.
Megan looks like she just wants to go home.
I do.
She's had a whole glass and a half of wine. She is done.
She's drunk.
She's toasted.
History for 200.
She's got red hair. She can't help it. This is question 12, right? You literally aren't that far behind. Because
Yeah, you're-
there's so many big questions.
All
left.
the big point questions are left.
You could get ahead in like
We're
two.
going to get the easy questions. What makes you think we're going to get the hard questions?
That's why I'm going for the easy ones.
We're going to go
Just
for
two.
history for 200, I think.
History for 200. Here is your 200-point question. We all know that Apollo 11 was the first to land people on the surface of the moon. But what was the last Apollo mission to accomplish this feat? And you've got to be within one.
Could have sworn it was 8. We're good. Y'all can
Okay.
talk it out.
So,
Girl talk.
and I should know this.
How many
Yes.
Apollos
Right, you're
are
from
there?
upstate New York. You should definitely know that.
No, I literally have how much? You've seen me wear how many NASA things?
7, I think.
At least.
7.
Like, it's not for show. I love NASA.
It's true.
He's got swim trunks.
I do.
I don't think I've seen you swim.
Yes, you
been in
have.
the water?
Yes, we've gone to the beach together, Jeffrey.
Oh, true that.
But you're not my partner. Stop talking to me.
What's going on?
How many Apollos are there?
So I believe it is 17.
Okay, cool. Because there's a scary movie that they made.
Yes.
all I remember.
Apollo 18. Really weird movie.
Weird.
Have you seen it?
No.
So
It's
between
good, but
11 and 18.
I want to say that 17
17
never launched because they canceled the missions.
All right. Sounds good.
So it is 15 or 16. Now I cannot remember whether 16 also launched for different reasons, but if it's 15, 16 will be right. And if it's 17, 16 will still be right. And if it's 16, 16 will still be right.
You're not wrong.
So do we want to go 16?
Yeah.
We're going Apollo 16.
The correct answer is Apollo 17, so you do get the points.
Yeah. Really? Apollo 17 did launch?
Apollo 17 did
Okay.
launch.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
It was Apollo 18.
And Apollo,
Dang it. Good
Apollo
guess.
18, if you've seen that, it's not a good movie.
I enjoyed it when I was 16.
Okay, I think I was like 28, so
If I watched it now, I'd probably hate it.
I feel old now.
Quick,
Thank you for that.
quick sidebar. Anyone watch First Man?
I watched the first episode.
That's a movie.
Oh, a movie.
With Ryan Gosling.
Oh, no. What did we watch? We did watch First Man.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We just watched it the other day. It was like a Academy Award nominee. And
Oh, yeah.
everything.
Damien Chazelle did it. It's a decent movie.
It was fine,
It
actually.
was slow.
It was very-
Damien
Um,
Chazelle, yeah.
I don't know what that means.
He's
But
a
if
dir-
it means there's no story, that's what he's good at.
It's the same guy that did La La Land.
Oh, didn't do
And
that.
what was the
So it's another Ryan Gosling
Yeah.
movie with-
no.
So he makes
What's
Ryan
the movie
Gosling
he did
movies.
with Miles Teller, the drum movie?
Oh, Whiplash.
Whiplash.
That is an incredible movie.
That same
As
guy.
a
It's Damien
jazz
Chazelle.
drummer, that
That
movie.
movie's phenomenal.
Hey, I have a drum set. You want it?
No.
No, we just got rid of one.
Okay. They got the points. Nicely done, you two. Jeff and Leah, it's your turn. Pick a category.
For the record, we also guessed 16.
No,
did.
but
I just want to point out we also would have been right.
Okay. So would we have on the
Yeah.
list?
Well, you did. So, well done.
Are there any other 100s that we need to do?
There is still a Geography 100.
Oh, no, there's
A
not.
Oh, no,
literature
we did,
one.
what-
We did Geo
geography.
100 at 7.
You did, I'm sorry.
We have movie, I think, at 100, and that's about it.
No, there's one more. Hold on.
literature.
There's a Literature 100
Oh, yeah.
and a Movie Tribond 100.
Ooh, let's go lit.
Okay, literature 100.
Literature for 100. I want you to tell me what author wrote the following 3 books. Your books are Along Came a Spider, Kiss the Girls, and Zoo.
This is supposed to be easier than the other ones.
Along Came a
Okay,
Spider,
okay.
Kiss the Girls, and Zoo.
Who is... Oh, we can't talk yet.
Can't talk yet,
But we will.
but you can write down.
Yeah, you guys can talk in just a second. Let Tony and Megan lock in. All right, Jeff and Leah, talk it out.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, so I watched the show Zoo,
Okay.
which was fine. It was
Yes,
my...
it had that hot guy in it. I
He
really like
really
him.
was pretty hot.
Yeah, I follow him on Instagram.
I would do him.
I don't.
James Wolk?
Yeah, he's super cute.
Yeah, he's a good looking guy.
So I think that this book that he talks about is what that show was based upon,
Oh,
which
cool.
I believe was done by that incredibly popular author, James.
Patterson?
That's the one.
Oh, okay.
So I think that's my guess.
Sure.
Yep.
James Patterson has written like 1,000 books. So.
At least. Or his back room full of people have written 1,000
Yeah,
books.
and that makes sense why it would be 100 points. So yeah,
Exactly.
I support it.
Okay. I'm glad you support me as a
Yeah.
person and a human being.
Yeah,
We
totally.
didn't- yeah.
He may be the world record holder for books ever written. It is James Patterson.
Nailed it.
Good job.
I knew one thing.
Yeah.
Megan and Tony.
To be fair, I only knew half.
All
What
I
are we
could think of
going
was
with?
Little Mermaid.
I'm so glad he said zoo because I would have definitely had no idea.
See, Zoo I wasn't going to put on there. I was going to originally put Alex Cross.
And to be fair,
Oh, Alex Cross, I would have gotten.
oh,
It's
yeah, I
Patterson.
still would have gotten that. Actually, that would have been easier.
Yeah.
That is also trash TV. So
But it's a...
There's no
Kiss the Girls, Along Came a Spider. You didn't get it off of that?
no idea what those are.
No.
They're Alex Cross books.
Aren't they movies, though?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Morgan Freeman.
I like him.
Oh, my God. Okay. You guys didn't know that one either?
No.
Okay. I'm
I
sorry.
went with Hans
This was
Christensen.
what you call a Chris question.
I feel like most of it-
easy, guys.
Yeah, on the way over here, he's like, I think I made the questions too easy.
For other Chris's.
Yeah.
You guys should eat my asshole.
Um,
Megan and Tony. Megan's never come. She's not even coming to Ankload anymore. She's like, I'm done with this son of a bitch.
We are going to go with the final 100 and get movie Tribons out of here.
get that
Movie Tribond. Name the movie that features the following 3 actors. Your actors are Tom Hanks, Meg Ryan, and Victor Garber.
Okay, that's the first thing that came in my mind. So,
He was not in that one.
okay, well, I don't know who that is, so that makes it really easy.
I love him.
You don't know who Victor Garber is?
He's Jennifer Garner's kid's godfather.
Okay. Do you guys know who Victor Garber is?
idea.
No clue.
Okay.
Alias? No Alias fans out there?
Never seen it.
Nope.
Okay.
Do you watch Legends of Tomorrow?
I saw Tomorrowland.
I've seen it.
He's the old man that merges with Firestorm.
Oh, I love
Doctor.
He was the architect of the Titanic in Titanic.
Oh, yeah,
I've never
it's real
seen
sad
that.
when he cries.
You've never seen Titanic?
No.
She has never seen Titanic,
And I'm never going
and I will
to.
not let her watch it. I hate that movie.
Who hates Titanic?
This guy.
A lot of
The one
people.
that stops the
Yes,
clock
he's
in
the architect. He goes down with the ship.
Yeah.
Oh, the architect.
I do know who Victor Garber is now. Then
Okay.
But do you know what movie he's in?
are they locked in?
They're in. Your
Okay.
turn to talk.
So, like,
Castaway.
is there not anybody else in that movie?
There are people in that movie.
I've never seen it.
I can't think of who Meg Ryan
with most
is.
movies.
I can't-
I think they might have been in Sleepless in Seattle together,
Oh, that guy.
but also never seen that.
I've seen
Who
Not
is
sure
Meg
it's
Ryan?
even a movie. She's an actress.
In what? Help me out here.
I have no idea.
Great. Gotten one of the
I
actresses.
quit.
One of the actresses.
I'm so happy that even
I've
I didn't
watched-
say that.
No, I've watched no movie.
Meg freaking Ryan.
I can't think of who it is.
Oh my god.
I'm like pretty sure
Oh,
she's
I'm
in
so glad
Sleepless
you're
in
taking a heat
Seattle.
today for dumb questions.
I just
No, I've never watched like
Normally
any
it's
movies.
my brain is
unless
so
it's meant for
fried
under.
from today. I spent about 9
I've
hours
seen
in a
no movies.
meeting.
Have we not grown up in the same house?
And it
You
was
think I
awful.
would have seen movies if you didn't see movies?
We did not grow up in the same house.
All right.
That is a much bigger question.
Leah should
I ruined it
drink
for
this
all of you.
True.
To be fair, she was in older movies, so
And I've seen
Was
a
she in
bunch.
Sleepless in Seattle?
I don't know. Never seen it.
See?
You've never seen Sleepless in Seattle?
Nah, I don't really care about Seattle.
You two
Wow.
should be talking. Less talking to him.
Oh wait, yeah, he's telling me to shut up.
That's my only
You
guess.
think she's in Sleepless,
I mean,
and you've never seen the movie.
yes.
That helps me so much.
I've heard of the movie and I've heard of them being in movies together, and for some reason, the two of them, like, I don't know. Do you have any guesses?
I really don't. I
Okay.
can think of like the time period in which I feel like this movie happened was like that late 1980s, early 1990s Tom Hanks. So that's like Sleepless, that's Terminal, that's
Stop it. Put on your headphones.
Tom Hanks was in Toy Story.
Did I say it?
We're hurting him.
We are.
I'm not a movie person.
He's really old.
I watch Disney.
I'm just a little pissed off. They seem to think that The Terminal was late 80s, early 90s.
When did that movie come out?
Like 2008.
Did it really?
I don't even know what that movie is.
That's true. That wasn't even an old movie.
That isn't even like me not seeing it when it came out. That's me just
Being
not
dumb.
remembering that movie. So, do you want to go Sleepless?
Do you know any other movies?
I do, but I can't think of their names.
That is not helpful.
No, it's not. But neither
Sleepless
is
in Seattle, it is.
Sleepless in Seattle.
It's a popular movie, probably.
This is me not being happy right now.
They've never seen. They don't know who Meg Ryan is. They backed away to the right answer. It is Sleepless in Seattle.
So they've done 3 movies together. They've done You've Got Mail, they've done Sleepless in Seattle, and
What's
they've
the
done
third one?
Joe versus
Joe versus the volcano. There you go.
But Victor Garber is
Sounds
only
good.
in Sleepless
I have never
in
loved you
Seattle.
more.
See, I have seen Sleepless in Seattle. I was like 4.
Yeah, well,
I have
Victor
seen
Garber-
You've Got Mail. I was like 4.
Victor Garber had a very small part. He played Rita Wilson's husband, I think. And,
Oh, Rita Wilson. She's a person.
I was going to say Rita Wilson, but I think she was in You've Got Mail as well.
yeah, I can't remember. But Victor Garber does have a small part in Sleepless in Seattle. He's not like a top billed person.
Is Terminal really 2008 though?
I think it's like 2007.
It's pretty recent. I mean,
So
since
the
after
Terminal
graduation-
was
2007 is 13 years ago now, Jeffrey.
Well, I feel old.
my phone. My IMDb is still on next. So hold on.
Okay, well, congratulations to you guys for getting 10 points.
2004. It's older.
Oh.
Okay. So I knew it was older, just not quite the time period I was thinking.
Okay, let's go ahead. Jeffrey and Leah, you're up.
Which one are we missing?
I think music has not done 200 yet. Just to help
Let's
you.
do that.
Yeah, music 200.
Music lyrics for 200. Jeff and Marissa. Jeff and Leah, name the artist, group, or band that performs the following song.
I'm ready.
Tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow creeps in this petty place from day to day. I trust you'll understand the reference to another Scottish tragedy without my having to name the play. They think me Macbeth, and ambition is my folly.
I just want to point out that you and I have listened to very different music in our life.
Or have you?
Yes.
Definitely me.
Do you listen to music?
Leah, do you
No.
Leah, do you need them to lock in first, or do you have it?
If you are confident, go for it.
I am confident in Leah.
Okay, so the issue is that I feel like this is from, I know it's from a soundtrack for a musical. So my question is that you're asking for an artist of who sings it. But it's from a musical soundtrack, so do you want to know the singer who sings this part, or do you want to know the Broadway musical it came from?
And which singer? Because it could be different ones depending
Right.
on where they were
I
playing.
want, if you're thinking it's from a Broadway musical, I want you to name the person that sings the song in the original Broadway musical cast.
Okay, well, I'm going to say...
Or the composer of the musical, if you have that, it's fine too.
Oh, that made it easier.
I'm going to say Lin-Manuel Miranda, Hamilton soundtrack.
Tomorrow creeps in this petty place from day to day. I trust you'll understand the reference to another Scottish tragedy without my having to name the play. They think me Macbeth. Ambition is my folly. I'm a polygraph, a pain in the ass, a massive pain.
Is that right?
Jefferson is bankrupt. Jefferson is Macduff.
I think you broke
Okay, just tell us the answer.
It is right!
Okay. I was
Yes,
like,
it is Lin-Manuel Miranda with Hamilton.
okay, because the whole time I'm thinking, I was like, it's definitely from Hamilton, but I was like, are they like quoting another song?
So
It is, the beginning of that lyric is Hamilton quoting Macbeth.
what,
Right, so
what,
that's- I got
what song is
confused.
that? Because I just started listening to Hamilton the other day for the first time.
I don't know.
Hold on.
I'm glad you didn't ask that because I don't know what song it's from. I could hear Lin-Manuel Miranda in my head singing it.
That's fine. I can look it up.
I've
I was
listened to
just
a total
curious.
of 2 songs off of that.
Yeah, I've never.
It's not one that I have on my playlist. so it's not one I
For
hear.
some reason, I came across Lin-Manuel Miranda the other day, and I was like, you know what? I should just listen to Hamilton. It's out there.
He's my
It is.
celebrity
It's on
crush.
Apple.
Yeah, that's why I
yeah, you
was
should
listening
listen
to it.
to it in chronological order. Otherwise, you don't get the
Yes,
story.
you have to listen to it in chronological order because the musical is like Les Mis, where there's no
Oh.
stopping.
I remember I ran across it because it wasn't because I saw Lin-Manuel. It's because Adam Savage did a tour of the
Hamilton
props.
sites?
Yeah,
Oh, the props.
and the whole backstage of Hamilton, which of course I'm a nerd and I care about that more than the actual play.
Did you guys have the answer correct? Did you know it?
No.
We didn't give him a chance either, though. So
Did you?
As soon as she said it was from a play, I knew it.
Oh.
Yeah.
But that was after we already had a chance.
All right. Tony,
Go,
Megan,
our team.
you're up.
go, Tony, go.
I'm dreading getting to these high numbers.
Oh, I know.
I am terrified at
The
the
end of
moment.
this game was just going to be wrong.
Hey, that's what it already is
Yeah, we might as well just stop
is
it
it?
right now.
for me.
Yeah. Sorry.
Um,
I feel pretty proud to be beating.
let's go Geography 300.
Phoenix Squadron right now. So
Geography for 300. Here's your question. Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania all border what body of water?
Locked in?
Yeah,
so.
sure.
So this makes sense. And as soon as she showed me, I was like, oh, yeah, that's the name of the mountain range, too. So we're going to lock in with the Baltic Sea.
300 points for Gryffindor. It's the Baltic Sea.
Neither
How's
of us
Slytherin
are.
over here?
It's where they get their
Gryffindor.
name. Those three countries together are often referred to as the Baltics.
Yeah, it's also the name of the mountain range that connects them.
is?
Yeah, okay.
I actually know
That's
the
why I
answer.
remembered it when she showed. I was like, yep, that's the answer.
I figured more people know the
0
Baltic
and a
Sea,
0.
though, so I went with that.
Oh, really? I like mountains.
I think I've seen that too. Good
You
job,
see,
guys.
you get to the higher point categories, now you're winning.
Yeah, you're the
Well, you're
first-
not winning, but
we're
you're
not.
you just cleared a lot of space right
Yeah,
there.
because we haven't gotten a 300 one yet.
We've had 2 in a row.
Jeff and Leah, you're up.
Well, so we're all out of 100s and 200s. So we've only got 3s and 4s.
I love geography. It might be my favorite category.
I love scotch.
Scotch.
Not even drinking scotch tonight. I almost picked up a bottle of Lafroig.
I've realized this. I have Lafroig at home, actually.
I know. I don't
It's like
have
the
one
only
here,
scotch I like. I don't like the other stuff. Tastes like I'm drinking a freaking tree.
which I don't understand how you don't get that from Lafroig.
Lafroig feels like I'm drinking a campfire.
Oh, so the tree's just burning.
It's
and
a
you
burning
You
tree.
prefer it burning.
Oh yeah.
I love scotch.
I can't do Lafroig in a cigar because the smoke's just too strong.
Oh, I can understand that.
All right, where are we at?
I don't know. I guess let's do maybe dregs for 300.
Ooh,
That's
okay.
the miscellaneous one.
Yeah. Give me them dregs.
Your category, dregs for 300. And the subcategory is the 2020 election.
Yes.
I'm going to kill it.
Two different responses.
What Democratic presidential candidate donated $1.8 billion to the Johns Hopkins University Financial Aid Department in 2018, the single largest private donation ever to an institution of higher education?
Is this person a current Democratic person, or were they eliminated, or whatever happens?
They
when they
at
don't-
one point in time they would have declared for the Democratic primaries. They would have declared to their intention to run for president
know
and
that
campaign
means,
to be
but-
president.
And are still campaigning?
I am not saying that.
I learned a lot about the election by watching a
The West
recent
Wing?
episode of The Connors.
Oh,
Yeah, they did a whole episode where the little kid was watching the primaries.
oh
And
no.
I learned a lot.
You could actually watch the freaking primaries.
No.
Ew, no. Gross. I'll just watch John
It's
Oliver.
bad.
No.
I'll just watch John Oliver. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah. Jeff and Leah, talk it out.
Well, the only person that I am familiar with even having this much money to be able to throw around is Bloomberg.
Yeah, that's all I hear about from him is that he throws money around.
Well, and he does. So,
That he has the most ad stuff and stuff because he spends a lot of money on it.
yeah. Well, when you have money,
Yeah,
you ain't got nothing else to do.
got to use it.
Yeah.
So he makes sense.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Donating to his alma mater, Johns Hopkins University, the answer is Michael Bloomberg. Nicely done.
He went there?
He went to Johns Hopkins, I believe, for his undergrad.
Oh,
Follow the same
Like
logic.
a hard school to get into.
Yeah, I mean,
have a
that
really
was
good marching
probably
band.
should have been a 100-pointer, but
Yeah, that I
Sorry.
just I couldn't think of anybody else that even comes close to that monetary value.
Well, then I was thinking,
Yeah.
where is that's like Minnesota, right? Or Michigan?
Johns Hopkins,
New York.
New Jersey,
Is it Jersey?
Jersey,
The Mayo Clinic. That one's like Minnesota. Or
Mayo Clinic, yeah, somewhere. I don't
Minnesota
know.
and
or
Jacksonville.
someplace cold.
Yeah, it's either Minnesota or Jacksonville, Florida. It's one.
No,
of
I
those
think
two.
they're in both. I think
Oh, really?
There's 2 locations
Okay.
for the Mayo.
Oh yeah, no, I wasn't saying either or. It's both. Yeah, sorry.
I didn't know there was one in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
All right.
They do
Becoming more popular.
cancer specialist.
There's one in Jacksonville.
Yeah, they're a cancer specialist, right?
I've heard of it.
Okay.
Tony, Megan, what is your choice?
Let's round out dregs.
Ooh.
Dregs for 400?
Yeah, I've actually known the majority of the dregs questions.
Oh, I apologize in advance.
What?
Oh gosh.
Dregs for 400, your category is in video games.
Okay, that's not
Okay.
good.
While it sold very poorly in the US, what video game system aimed at young children did Sega release in 1993 in Japan and 1994 in the US? Oh, the glasses are coming off. Megan looks lost. No idea?
No.
They locked in.
I was not alive. I'd
We're
like to
waiting.
point
We're
that
waiting.
out.
Are you good?
Yeah, we're good. We're gonna go with yours.
All right, talk it out.
Okay, so the Genesis came out in '96, so it had to have been pre-Genesis, which makes me think
You're carrying this. I have
the
no idea.
Genesis didn't come out in '96. I'm thinking of the second version of the Genesis. But did they call the handheld version Genesis handheld? Nothing for me.
Oh no, not at all.
You ever played a video game in front of you?
Yes, she has
Sims
actually.
4?
Sims 4 and Minecraft.
I'm going to remind you the same thing I tell your wife. There's a microphone right in front of your face.
There you go.
I'm not coming back.
That was disturbing, and I've seen you do a lot of disturbing things in my life already.
Cheers to that.
This is going to be fun day.
I've seen it, I've held it, I've played it, and search me if I could remember what it's called right now. No.
That's my biblical knowledge coming out.
That's helpful.
Start naming Bible books.
I'm just going to go with the Sega Genesis handheld.
They've locked in with a Sega Genesis handheld, and that is incorrect. Jeff and Leah, what did you say? This is a pivotal moment, by the way. If they get this,
Is it over?
it's not over, but it becomes very hard to come back.
All right. Well, we did actually come up with 2 different answers here.
Okay.
However, my partner here decided that we should go with Sega CD.
What was your other answer?
Game Gear.
I was really hoping to not have to tell in case that was right.
Oh,
No. Unfortunately, neither of those is right.
oh good.
This particular video game system sold very poorly in the US, actually sold very well in Japan. It was called the Sega Pico.
Oh.
Oh, he throws his hands up like he's heard of it.
I've told you, I've played it.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
I remember
I don't feel bad. I've never heard that before.
we were a Nintendo family. My dad's best friend was a Sega family. So I had the original Game Boy. We had the NES. We had the SNES. Got the 64 when it came out. They had the Genesis. They had the Dreamcast. They had everything from Sega that you could imagine. He had a Pico, and I could not remember what it was called.
It's weird look. It was like a weird look.
yeah.
It's like yellow.
Yeah, it was very weird. It didn't match any of their existing marketing. So it was very weird, and I think that's why it failed, is it didn't have that brand recognition, even with the name.
But you guys were close. The Sega Game Gear, which was like the first. I didn't have a Nintendo Game Boy. I had a Game Gear.
Oh, those were so bad.
I loved it.
Well, it was
I had
good.
Joe Montana football. I would play that for hours.
It ate through 6 batteries.
Oh, yeah.
Like every 30 minutes. Just devoured them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was brutal.
That was back when rechargeable batteries were terrible, and it would take you 6 hours to get like a 30-minute worth of
Yeah.
charge.
Or
Yeah,
you
it was
just spent
terrible.
$300 in batteries.
Oh, it was bad. All right, Jeff and Leah, what are we going with? And we'll do a score check after this round.
I don't know what's left.
So you've got 400 for literature tribond, 400 for music lyrics, 400 for geography, history for 3, history for 4, and 300 for movie tribons.
You want to go history 3?
Sure.
All right, let's try history 3.
History for 300. Here's your question. The first politician to serve 5 complete consecutive terms as Speaker of the House, this Massachusetts congressman was a major opponent of many of Ronald Reagan's domestic policies. Who is he? Jeff and Leah, talk it out.
Yeah, no.
So
He was president when at least one of you was born.
Who? The answer?
Ronald Reagan.
Oh, yeah. He was president when I was born.
not I.
I was a baby, though.
Did you study politics as a baby?
Nope. I don't study
That's
politics now.
really not helping us right now. Is your baby currently studying politics?
Definitely not.
Why
We
can I
did
not
watch the
say-
debate together.
Oh,
We watched a
that
lot of
poor,
Disney Plus.
Poor child.
We watched Blank Check
Oh.
and Saving Mr. Banks last night.
I
in
really
the middle
thought
of the
better
night.
of you guys.
Yeah, in the middle of the night. That's what we were
Saving Mr.
watching.
Banks is pretty good though.
Yeah, it was actually not bad.
Yeah,
You showed my young baby blank check.
Yeah.
that's unfortunate.
It's a good
Yeah,
thing.
it was
I
not
got to
that
start her
good.
with. I got to start her with a good movie. She started with Raiders of the Lost Ark.
You already started her with the debate. She's ruined.
Oh no, she started with Raiders of the Lost Ark. The
Oh, okay,
first
that's,
time we got
that's
on.
solid. That's a good choice.
All right, I need your answer though.
I don't know.
Oh, our answer though, Ross Perot.
Ross Perot.
Never a congressman.
He is a political figure, though.
I've heard of him. He's old.
He ran third party against Clinton and Bush. So
He did. He tried real hard to bat him away with his big ears.
He did. But that is not correct.
Shocking.
You don't even want to ask.
I do want to ask Tony.
You
and Megan,
really don't.
What was your guess?
I said Newt Scamander.
You named the first name of a former Speaker of the House, at least.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. that's
Did
good.
I?
Gingrich was a Speaker
Okay,
of the
Gingrich
House.
was a speaker. That's why I went with Newt Scamander. I was like, there's always Newt Gingrich.
Your correct answer is a Massachusetts congressman by the name of Tip O'Neill.
Oh, damn! I have actually heard of him. Well, put
Him
that-
and
put that to
Reagan
memory.
have famous battles back and forth, and they seemed very adversarial when they were like battling it out. But they actually respected each other's point of views, and they would come together. They actually agreed a lot when it came to their foreign policy.
Wait.
They agreed very heavily on
They
foreign
respected
policy.
each other, even though they disagreed.
This is insane, right? Like in modern politics, that actually happened at one point.
What a wild.
Like you could have a disagreement with someone and still have respect for them and go and have a drink with them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wild.
But Tip O'Neill was your correct answer. No
Sorry.
points given.
Sorry, Joe. I know you would have gotten that.
Tony and Megan are at 700 points. 1,500 points for Jeff and Leah.
Yeah, not closer.
You are actually closer than the last time we did a spell
Yeah.
check, I think.
We were
300.
800 down.
Okay.
Not bad. That's easy.
Jeff and Leah, which one are you?
Couple
Oh, no,
400s.
Tony and Megan, which one are you going with?
What are you feeling? Geography or history?
Geography.
To reset this here real quick, the categories you have left, you have movie tribons for 300, history for 4, geography for 4, music by lyrics for 4, literature tribon for 4, and that's it.
Yeah, we're gonna go geography for 4.
Geography for 4. Name any of these 6 countries that share a land border with South Africa.
All right, we're locked in. You guys can talk it out.
Okay, so I know that there is an entire country inside of South Africa. I don't know its name, which is not helpful here. The other one that I know is pretty south in Africa. Don't know if it borders it, is Zimbabwe.
I can't think of a single one.
Oh, okay.
The only country I can think of is Cote d'Ivoire, and I know that's up on the western coast. Yeah. Yes. That's literally what Cote d'Ivoire means.
The Ivory Coast?
Yeah.
Okay. That's in the Horn, right?
Yeah. It's in the western horn, yeah.
It's probably close to South Africa. Who knows?
You know any other African?
No, I do, but Congo is in the middle.
Where is Ethiopia?
Ethiopia's up north to the east. Morocco, all that's in the north.
Sudan is northern.
Northern. Yeah.
we
So if
can
you want to go
either-
with what you're comfortable with, that's fine. Which was Zimbabwe. Right.
Yeah.
Are we locking in with Zimbabwe?
We are locking in with Zimbabwe.
And they got 400 points. Zimbabwe is correct.
Thank you, third grade teacher.
Zimbabwe, I believe, shares the shortest
Oh my gosh.
border with South Africa. So if you're looking at a map, for those of you out
Yeah,
there,
let's look at a map.
Namibia is to the left or to the west. Botswana is directly north of it. Then Zimbabwe to the northeast, and all the way to the east and northeast is Mozambique.
Okay, yeah, I wouldn't have gotten any of
Within
those.
the borders of South Africa, the country you're looking for is Lesotho.
Oh, I wouldn't have remembered that. No. I knew
There's
it was
also
there.
another country within the borders of South Africa. It actually shares a small border with Mozambique. It's Eswatini.
Wow.
And then I'm assuming the one that shares no land border is Madagascar.
Madagascar does not share even a water. Technically, it does, but it's more. It's an island off the coast of Mozambique.
Okay.
If you go east at any point,
I wasn't
of
sure if
South
it was
Africa, it wouldn't
far
get
enough south to be considered a part of South Africa.
there. There may be islands down there. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not going to sit here and do the research on that.
Nope, don't expect you to.
Okay.
That really hurts,
400 points. Nicely done.
I don't like that.
Oh man, that lead got cut in half quick. Jeff and
better have.
Marissa, it's your turn.
I'm not Marissa.
Still not Marissa.
Hi, Leah.
I'm still your wife.
My
Jeff's.
lovely wife, Leah.
Can't pawn me off that easily.
Wow. Just taking the child and running.
Yeah.
I got what I wanted.
Wow. I love you. Don't leave. Don't remember wanting a
Use
second
me
wife.
for my ovaries. It's fine.
You barely want the first.
Wow. I love her.
Okay, so do you want to go? Wait, is it our turn?
It is.
I feel like history is going to be really hard. for 400.
Probably, yeah. What was History 300?
Not to help, but that
It was
was
not Perot.
Tip O'Neill.
That
was political.
So I'm inclined to either do movies for 3
I'm going to lean on you there.
or
'Cause I don't know.
So you've got movies for 3, history for 4,
we're going to do really bad at all of these.
music for 4.
How do you feel about lit, though?
And lit for 4.
I feel like we might be able to work our way to lit.
Okay, let's do literature.
We've done pretty
'Cause
well.
we did, yeah, we got some of the lit ones.
Yeah, we got Patterson.
We got 2 of them.
Are we going to get
Postal
lit on this one then?
Yeah,
Oh,
we're going to
I'm
do lit.
fairly lit.
We're going to get lit. Yo.
Boy.
Here is your literature tribond. I want you to name the author of the following 3 works.
Oh, boy.
Your books are Other Voices, Other Rooms, The Grass Harp, and Breakfast at Tiffany's.
She wrote that down really quickly.
I said,
I
what
was
about
just writing down the books.
Breakfast at Tiffany's?
She said, I think I...
Remember the film?
I haven't seen it.
I know who sings that song. Can that be the lyrical tribond thing?
No. All right, Leah and Jeff, talk it out.
So, I feel really good about our answer.
Okay. Oh, we had an answer?
I was really hoping you were going to be like, yeah, here it is.
Yeah, nope.
Okay.
Definitely not.
Well, so then I think it's probably an author that we would have known in earlier days. So, shit.
I've only heard of Breakfast at Tiffany's, and I only know the movie.
I've only ever heard of that, and that's it. I know the song. Don't even know the movie. John, who was that guy? Hughes.
Oh, John Hughes?
I remembered a thing in my brain. He did not write the book, did he?
No, probably
Nah,
not.
shit. I'm going with John Hughes.
Okay, we're going to go John Hughes.
John Hughes is incorrect.
Well, it's better than Marie Antoinette.
That's not even an author.
She actually did write things.
Yeah.
Like letters to kill people.
Madame Deficit. It is not Madame Deficit, no.
Oh.
If I had thrown in the book In Cold Blood, would that have helped?
Don't think so.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no.
If I had told you that this particular author had a Oscar-winning movie based on his life and his research into the book In Cold Blood, Played by Philip Seymour Hoffman. Would that have helped?
Oh, Capote?
Was it John
Truman
Hughes?
Capote.
Yeah, I've heard of him.
I've heard of the movie.
Yeah, I knew that.
Oh,
Philip
my
Seymour
God.
Hoffman. And the other little guy. There's another little guy who looks a lot like him who played him in a different movie. He's a shorter guy.
I know what you're talking. We're not
He's got
talking
big
about that right now.
eyes.
We're not talking about that right now. I can't think of what the guy's name is.
Yeah, but he's
Is it Louis Anderson?
Louis, that's Baskets.
I remember Life with Louis.
What is
that was
little
great.
guy's name?
I don't know. Okay. Tony. No points for anybody. I think that goes to nobody. Tony, Megan, what are we going with? And you have got music by lyrics, history, and your movie Tribond.
We're gonna do history for 400.
History for 400. When he was 19 years old, Gavrilo Princip assassinated who? And I will spell that for you. His name is Gavrilo. Last name is Princip, Princip. All right. It is up to you two to talk it out.
Okay.
So we actually wrote the exact same thing at first.
Whoa.
That's creepy.
So we're feeling a little happy about it. A little
Hopefully
glad.
it's right.
Hopefully we're right. We initially both wrote Ferdinand. So we're going with the Archduke of Ferdinand.
I'm going to be a stickler here. What did you actually lock in with?
Archduke of Ferdinand.
I'm actually going to give you credit for it. It is Archduke Franz Ferdinand.
Is it? I thought. Okay.
Yeah.
He was an Archduke of Austria.
Yeah, I don't know why you said
Okay.
that.
He was not Archduke of Ferdinand. He
Okay.
was Archduke of Austria, but Franz Ferdinand is the correct answer.
Yes, but
What did you guys have locked that written down?
Mussolini.
Oh, Mussolini.
I don't think he was ever.
He was. He was
Was
hung.
he?
Yeah.
That was
Oh,
ingrained.
in public in Italy.
Yeah, he wasn't assassinated. He was
No,
put on
someone
trial. He was put on trial, though.
He did.
He very dead. Well, when you kind of usurp a government and commit 100 war crimes, trial goes very quickly.
So a score update here.
That sucks.
If my math is correct, do we have a tie game?
We do.
Is it 1,500 to 1,500?
I believe so.
Yeah.
They have stormed back by getting 2 400-point questions correct.
I just want to point out how wise I am that I said this earlier in the game, that we are definitely not in the lead enough.
All right. Jeffrey and Leah, you have got 2 questions left. One is movies, one is music. Movies for 3, music for 4. Which one are we going with?
So, what are you thinking? Are you thinking we go for the 300 because we might have a better chance? Or do we go to the 400 to kind of shut the door?
I feel like both of them are going to be really hard.
For sure.
You're gonna be better at the music. I'm gonna be better at the movies. But we were not good at either of those during this game.
I agree. We are not good at those. Although, let's see here. We did get music 200. We did get music 100. And we did not get 300. So, but movie is only a 300. But I'm very bad at movies.
But if we can get the music one right,
Then we
there's-
shut the door.
Yeah. So
So you want to just go for it?
yeah, let's do music.
All right. Balls out to the wall.
Yep. Might as well. Go big or go home.
Balls to the wall, going for music and going for the win. Band, group, or artist by the following lyrics. The wild and windy night that rain washed away has left a pool of tears crying for the day. Why leave me standing here? Let me know the way.
So that sounds like something Jack Frost shit.
Like
Like
Jack Frost
Like the
nipping
snow?
at your door.
No, like
I think it's nipping at your nose.
It is your
Or
nose.
your toes or something
some
like that. I don't know.
wild poetry stuff. I don't even know. That could be like a metal lyric for all I know.
yeah, it doesn't even sound familiar to me.
You
No.
mean like Robert Frost?
That's the one.
Yeah. There we go.
It's like Jack Frost is a snow guy.
Yep. I know him too.
Let me know the way.
Oh. This is the way. It's the Mandalorian. I knew it was metal. Beskar to be accurate.
Oh my god.
It is the Mighty Mighty Mandos.
Oh my gosh, that's so good.
Let's start a band.
Yep. We can just tour cons all over the nation. Just playing as the Mighty Mighty Mandos. It would have to be.
Okay, I'm going to need an answer.
I'm going to go with Metallica.
Okay.
That sounds like a Chris thing.
Yeah.
They have locked in with Metallica. Metallica is not a correct answer. All right, now here's the interesting thing, because now they've gotten this answer wrong. Tony and Megan, if you get this right, you win.
Right.
They can't catch you. So what was your answer?
Boys to Men sounds good.
I'm going to look over to my lovely wife, Leah. Leah, who was the first band our daughter listened to?
The Backstreet Boys?
No!
Everclear?
When you
Oh,
rolled
the
over,
Beatles?
it is the Beatles from the Long and Winding Road.
Oh, wow.
I was thinking when she was like in my belly still. I was like,
No.
oh, she went to the Backstreet Boys concert. That was her first one.
No, because I openly wept while singing Let It Be to my daughter. I had to throw a Beatles question in here somewhere. The answer is the Beatles from Long and Winding Road.
Wow. Okay.
It all
You're
comes down to
way off.
this.
Not even close. Although we were Chris close.
It all comes down to this.
Now, what if we both get it wrong?
Then I'll have to come up with a tiebreaker.
We're all losers.
Y'all
I feel like
lose
that's
people.
really just what it is tonight.
What do you mean?
But we each got 1500s. That's
And we just did
It's
it
a
with more
respectable
questions.
score.
Yeah.
It's a respectable score, and I've got a tiebreaker we can go with.
Oh, he does. Okay.
Tony, Megan. Somehow you guys let movie Tribons for 300 go to the very end.
Well, no one likes them. Have we gotten any of them?
Yeah, I don't
we
think
got one.
anybody.
We got Sleepless in
Oh,
Seattle.
we lucked into that one.
I didn't look. I knew it.
and then we got Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Oh, yeah, we did. I'm feeling pretty good now.
Name this movie based on the following three actors or actresses in the movie. Your actors or actresses are John C. Reilly, Benjamin Bratt, and Kevin Bacon. Tony, Megan,
For the win.
talk it out.
So I think you and I have a completely different idea on who John C. Reilly is.
It's possible.
I feel better for your chances already, Jeff.
Not good.
They don't know who John C. Reilly
I
is.
very much know who he is.
I thought he was the Wreck-It Ralph guy. Because, again, I only watch, like, Disney movies.
Wreck-It Ralph is a animated character.
Well, yeah, but there's, like, a voice. It's fine.
It's fine.
His name is Ralph.
John C. Reilly
right,
is.
of course. Is he the brother to Will Ferrell's brothers? Is that...
I need
I
this
think-
more to hide my face than anything else.
It's for the best. That
Is
face
that a
has
thing,
been
Tony?
brutal
Yeah.
tonight.
Okay, so I know what he looks like.
Yeah.
That's the image I had in my head. I don't know if that's actually who, if he's in Wreck-It Ralph. It doesn't really matter.
Okay,
I don't
that's
think,
why you were throwing me off so much. I was just like, I don't think he's the voice of Ralph.
I just wrote down what I thought I might have known these people from, which
So-
is very little. Kevin Bacon's
My idea
in
is-
Footloose.
Yes, he is.
And a show that I watched about murder.
Following?
That's the one.
Yeah. Did you watch that without me?
James
Yeah.
Purefoy?
He's the bad guy, right?
Yeah.
The issue is I can't remember Kevin Bacon in either of these films, but I, at the same time,
Could be a minor role.
remember him in both of these films somehow.
Well, that makes no sense.
That's my problem. Is I'm pretty sure he's in one of them as a minor role, as like a cameo.
I have not seen either of those movies.
I've seen both of them, and I don't like either.
Pretty on theme for me. I also don't know who Benjamin somebody Bratt. So he said.
Benjamin Bratt?
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Do you guys know who Benjamin Bratt is? So I should not give them a hint. Okay.
I want to go that.
What is that?
I didn't realize how young they were.
Is that the racing movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
So unless I've completely got a wrong idea of who John C. Reilly is, I want to go with Talladega Nights.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
They have locked in with Talladega Nights, The Ballad of Ricky Bobby, and that is incorrect. There's a lot riding on this. Jeff and Leah, what did you say?
Ours is also incorrect. So when I was talking about John C. Reilly, the only movies I could think of were Step Brothers and Chicago. It's pretty sure that Benjamin Bratt and Kevin Bacon were not in those movies. Benjamin Bratt, the only movie I could think of was Miss Congeniality. And I know he was also in Law and Order. I know Kevin Bacon and John C. Reilly were not in Miss Congeniality, so that eliminated the Benjamin Bratt from it. And Kevin Bacon, I can only think of two off the bat, and it was Footloose and Mystic River. So we went with Mystic River, thinking that maybe John C. Reilly or Benjamin Bratt had a small role in it, but when they said Wreck-It Ralph, I was pretty sure that John C. Reilly did voice Wreck-It Ralph. Yeah. So then I was like, well, maybe Kevin Bacon and Benjamin Bratt voiced other characters. But we couldn't change our answer.
I love my wife.
Sorry.
And she has waxed poetic about this movie. And she had one of the words correct. If I had mentioned that this movie starred Kevin Bacon, David Strayhorn, and Meryl Streep, what would you have guessed?
Oh, The River Wild.
It is River Wild.
Oh, my gosh.
Benjamin Bratt plays one of the ARF officers, and I think
John C. Reilly and Kevin Bacon are the two bad guys.
they're the two bad guys.
that try to kill them.
Yes.
Oh,
The
man.
correct answer is River Wild.
You guys are really cute when you know
that's-
things that no one else knows.
Yeah.
Wait, who's Benjamin Bratt in that movie?
He's one of the officers that dies.
Never heard of it.
Oh,
was
it's
proud
so
for
good.
her.
Meryl Streep takes her family. The little boy from Jurassic Park is one of them.
I should watch that.
And
It's actually a really good movie. It's harrowing as hell.
Yeah, they
I'm in
go
Jurassic
down
Park.
River Rapids on like a family trip, and then Kevin Bacon and John C. Reilly are like they just robbed a bank or something, and they try to murder them on the river.
Yeah, no, see, I knew it would be something like that. That's why I decided we should go with that because I've heard of it but
Yeah.
never seen it because I know that he's popped up in movies that I've seen before.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell is he doing there?
Yeah.
John C. Reilly was like an actor for a long time before all these Will Ferrell movies came out.
The
and all
Benjamin
the funny
Bratt
movies.
one, that was the hard
Did not know that.
one.
The original iteration of that had Meryl Streep in it, but I knew that would give you an unfair advantage, so I took her out and went Benjamin Bratt
Sure
instead.
wish you had kept it.
I didn't want to give her an unfair. I knew she knew Meryl Streep was in that movie.
Or the little kid from Jurassic Park.
I'm sorry, I could not
So
say the
you-
little kid from Jurassic Park was in this movie.
So wait, she knew something, therefore you couldn't put in the question?
There were other actors I could put into the question and make it fun.
It was not fun.
Yeah, that was not fun. What's our tiebreaker? Come on.
Okay.
Also, do we get to go first now since tiebreaker?
Yeah, how's this tiebreaker going to work?
So tiebreaker is going to go this way. I'm going to ask a question, and you're both going to lock in an answer. The first one to get a question correct wins. It's very simple.
Wait, so we're
Wait,
trying to
first one
log
to
in
get
and
it
answer
right?
quickly?
Not quickly, but you're both going to answer. And if you both get it right, then we move on to the next question. If you both get it wrong, move on to the next question.
Do we just yell it out?
No, you're going to take time to talk it out. One of you will lock in first. Typical pub trivia experience rules.
I've heard of them.
One of you will lock in first. The others will talk it out.
All right.
And here is your geography question. The furthest north city in the world with a population over 100,000 people is Norilsk, Russia. Closest to the pin, how many people live in Norilsk, Russia, according to 2018 estimates?
Oh, 2018?
Yes,
Okay. Not 2019.
2018.
Okay.
Dang, I only knew 2017.
Well, you're out of luck here.
I can give you the 2010 census numbers if you'd rather go off of that.
I prefer 2017, 18. I don't go, fuck, this is a terrible question.
I already forgot it.
Yeah. Can you repeat
There's a
it?
city in
How
Russia.
many
It's got people.
How many people?
How many?
The Norilsk, Russia is the furthest
Can you
north.
spell Norrisk?
Can you use that in a sentence?
Norilsk.
I think he's used it in
Norilsk,
3.
Russia is the furthest north populated city with over 100,000 people living there.
Over 100,000?
How many people live there? Actually, we'll use 2010. According to the 2010 census,
Ruining
You
everything.
act like that helps.
It does not. But
Not at
it's
all.
a more firm number.
Okay, but
According to the 2010 census.
can you give me the numeric difference between these two, because this is important.
No. It
They
is
both
over.
had over 100,000 in the
There's
2010.
not both. It's one
and-
city.
There was two
No,
numbers.
but they were over 2,000. They were over 100,000.
This is
in
the
2010 and
furthest north
2018.
city with a population over 100,000 people.
And they had over 100,000 in 2010, as well.
And they
as
continue to have
2018.
over 100,000 today.
And there's been natural growth in the city, or has it been a decay?
There's over 100,000 people currently
Can
living
you
there.
use that in a sentence?
We're talking about
100,000
10
people
years.
live there. Shut the hell up.
So all equally bad at this subject.
Mind you, had you guys just taken care of business and got some questions right, we wouldn't be in this mess. You had a commanding lead and let them come back.
No. I knew they would come back.
He did
That
say
doesn't make it any better.
No, it doesn't.
In fact, that makes it worse.
I was worried the whole time.
It was. We had a strategy. We were going to get
So
all
if
the
we
low
all write a
numbers.
number down and then we just use the closest number,
That person gets to pick.
If all four of you want to write a number down, we will go with the closest number to the correct answer.
Oh, so
I like that.
But I will say this. Hold on. There's no talking then. You write a number, you write a number, you write a number, you write a number.
Oh boy.
Oh,
We can't see
So we're
each
not
other's
teams
numbers.
anymore.
No more teams.
We're teams, but we're individual.
We're breaking up.
Wow. Pub trivia experience comes through again.
Right.
So
Glad
you write
there's
a number and he writes a
legal
number.
binding contracts between us that
That's the
make
thing
it.
about legal binding contracts.
Have you ever watched Little Mermaid?
Legally unbound. Literally every single day of my life. The boys are like, seriously, again? It's just constantly running in our
And then
car.
you're like, 2-year-old baby girl.
Yeah.
Shut up and watch it.
He's just like, I want to be where the people are. I mean,
Tony, what did you say?
I said 103,571.
Oh. Going for the short. Are you okay over there? Did he get it right on?
103,000.
571.
Oh, he's got to do math.
Yeah. Jeffrey, what did you say?
I went with 287,127.
A lot.
Megan?
I said 162,537.
Leah?
I went with 222, 222.
All right, let me do some math. Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner
Wow.
for the night.
That is incredible. I can't wait to hear the results.
As of a 2010 census, Norilsk, Russia has a population of 175,365. Megan wins it for her team.
Yes.
And you're four-time champion.
4-time.
I got several, thank you.
She did.
I did this last time too with Harry Potter.
Nicely
Come in
done.
clutch.
Always on the
Nicely
last
done.
question for us.
Just like mic drop.
And this
There's
is
a
why
literal-
She keeps coming back.
This
She
is
said
why-
she
yeah.
won't, and then
Yep,
once
then she wins and
the
she's
score
like-
comes, yeah.
All right, I'll be back
That's
next
really
time.
accurate for me. So I hate
And
continuing.
pretty accurate for me and Jeff is that we lost again, but we still keep coming back. You know.
I mean, we had a dominating performance. It's
Yeah.
really
You
embarrassing.
really
we lost.
did.
The first three quarters of that game was all you.
We answered way more questions than them.
Yeah,
They
we,
did.
We missed the last like.
You
They
just
got the
didn't
points.
answer the right one.
Work smarter, not harder.
Yeah.
Is that what it is? I don't even know.
Yes, that's what the
Wow.
saying is.
There you go.
I don't think you're allowed to say that though if you have to question the saying.
Edit that out.
Oh, man. That was another episode of the Pub Trivia Experience, everybody. For the Pub Trivia Experience, I have been Chris.
I've been Leah.
I'm Jeff. Check us out on all our social medias. They are Instagram,
Facebook
Facebook, the Twitters,
at
and the internets.
TikTok yet? Are we on TikTok?
We should TikTok. A TikTok. Shall we TikTok, sir?
Drinking was not a good idea.
It's always a great idea. That's
You
why they're
can
the
find us
podcast.
on Instagram at Pub Trivia Experience, on Facebook, Pub Trivia Experience, on Twitter, for some reason, I was drunk, at Pub Trivia Pod.
You weren't drunk. I tried changing it. There's not enough characters. Fuck Twitter.
Okay. Screw you, Twitter.
wait, there's enough for Pub Trivia Pod, but not Pub Trivia Experience?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, lengthwise. Got it.
He's on board.
It's all about the length.
It is.
And don't forget, find us
Smaller
on
is better.
online, www.pubtriviaexperience.com.
Gonna have so many updates. I love that place.
And our webmaster is here talking it up.
Can't believe it. It's great.
And hey, did you know we have a sister podcast? We have started another podcast as part of the PTE production company here.
Wow.
It is called Recast That. Recast That is a podcast where we take people who love movies and television shows and we make them recast some of their favorites or some of their least favorites.
Or movies, period.
Movies, TV shows,
TVs.
whatever. So far, if you have not listened to it, Recast That had recast some of my favorite movies such as Die Hard, Back to the Future, Mrs. Doubtfire, The Da Vinci Code,
Top Gun. We did
Top Gun,
Stop!
Three's Company,
My mom will shoot.
and Stop or My Mom Will Shoot.
I can't wait till you guys do Hamilton.
In coming episodes, we're going to have The West Wing, The Graduate, Rookie of the Year,
Wait, what?
The Sound of Music,
Oh my gosh.
and I don't remember what Nikki said.
The Way We Were.
The Way We Were, that's it. Babs, Barbara Streisand. You can literally find that anywhere you get podcasts. But for the Pub Trivia Experience, everybody here, have a great week, everyone. I would do him. James Wolk? Yeah, he's a good-looking guy. So I have got my hand under the table.
Ooh, yeah, put it in me.
You guys can eat my asshole.